My head was spinning. The thought of playing in front of a crowd made me want to throw up. But then the radio came out with it, a saving grace, pulling me from my own splintering self and into reality. Breaking news this evening. Health officials have confirmed that 17 infants have died in Shropshire, England, marking the first reported cases in England linked to the phenomenon spreading internationally. Authorities say investigations are ongoing, and families in the area are being urged to follow updated guidance as more information becomes available. Mom switched off the radio and smiled. "Have fun at the game, sweetheart." Mom was pretending too. That's why I was such a good fucking actor. My performance felt real, felt like I could peel away my skin, and there he would be, this confident, loud boy with my face who knew how to smile, knew how to laugh and joke around, and score the winning touchdown. Dopamine was fascinating to me, even if I didn't have enough of it. When it did hit, it was like a drug, pure euphoria, happiness. I didn't have to act anymore. I didn't have to perform. Dopamine was cruel. Happiness was cruel, because it never fucking lasted. I could be up in the sky, flying high, and my brain would remember it wasn't supposed to be happy. It wasn't supposed to be healthy. I could score the winning touchdown, have my name chanted and scream. Somehow, while being lifted onto my team's shoulders and paraded around, I really thought everything was okay. Simon dumped beer over my head in the changing rooms. I did the acting thing again, acting like a boy, acting like a beast. Maybe if I did, everything was going to be okay. I told myself, maybe I'd be okay. But the deaths were doubling, tripling, quadrupling. Across Southeast Asia, the death toll reached 1,000. When the first U.S. cases hit, Mom stopped sleeping in her room. Oregon. 6 babies, dead with no explanation. 2 hours away. Then came the first cases in our town. 39 babies. Then 100. Then 300. Then it was just down the road. Mrs. Summers lost her daughter. Mr. and Mrs. Carter lost their twins overnight. Mom stopped sleeping altogether. I found her at 3 a.m. standing over my baby sister's crib. I grabbed her hand, and she pulled away, like I was contagious. "She's fine, Mom," I whispered, unsure of my own words. Was she fine? Couldn't tell. Mom didn't answer. She stood there all night. I took her a blanket, and she ignored it. Simon texted at midnight the next day. "Mom pulled me out of school. Won't let me leave the house. She says women are taking kids. So she's locked me in my room." Standing in front of the bathroom mirror, I downed my pills, washing them down with lukewarm tap water. The pills didn't make me feel good, but they did make me feel like I was dissociating. Like I wasn't real. Like I really could peel off my skin and step into the perfect role. I checked Mom after I put my phone on charge. She was still standing over my sister's crib. My sister was in her arms, fast asleep. "Night, Mom," I said. Mom didn't respond. I went to bed that night feeling dizzy, hungry, cold. I wrapped myself up in my blankets and pretended not to hear Mom's sobs. When I woke up, I could smell bacon. I showered, dressed, grabbed my homework, and traipsed downstairs. And there my mom was, happily frying bacon with baby Mara attached to her hip. Mom was watching the news, carefully spooning pudding into my sister's mouth. 300 U.S. babies were dead. The president was in the middle of a speech. "To all my American parents and parents across the globe," she began, her voice solemn. "Today, I speak to you not just as your president, but as a mother. Today, March 3rd, 2027, the infant death toll has reached." Mom turned off the TV. "Good morning, sweetheart," Mom sang when I took an uncertain seat at the table. Mom piled my plate with fried food, and my stomach contorted, creeping into my throat. "Milo, I want you to take the side streets to school today," she said, her tone shrill. "I don't want you walking on the main roads. This morning, Mrs. Chapman posted that children are going missing." I stared down at my bacon like it was sentient, my gut twisting. "Not everything you see on Facebook is real. Milo, what did I tell you about mumbling?" Mom scolded, wiping Mara's mouth. "What did you say?" "They don't want teenagers," I said louder, staring down at my plate. "Too much food, and my brain was too tired to perform. I wasn't hungry. I felt fucking sick. I didn't want bacon. Still, I picked up my fork and pushed around food on my plate. Why would a grieving parent kidnap a high schooler? Mom sighed when Mara spat out a mouthful of custard pudding. Because, sweetie, they're not thinking straight. They just lost their children. I didn't realize my sour tone until I was spitting into my breakfast. My fists clenched. I was so fucking tired of being scared. Worrying some more, hoping it would get better, and worrying again. A vicious, painful cycle. My words came out like bullets. Doesn't mean they'll start forcefully adopting 18-year-olds. Mom wasn't in the mood either. Take the side streets, Milo, Mom reiterated, or stay at home. Before I could respond, she leaned in, resting her chin on my shoulder. Her breath brushed my ear. Eat up, sweetheart, she hummed. I'm going to call Dr. Carlisle today about your medication. Mom's hand found my shoulder, squeezing tight, and my fingers found my fork. I know you're not doing well, she said softly. You don't have to pretend for me, Milo. I took a single bite of bacon, mulled it around in my mouth and swallowed. Tasted good. Perfectly crispy. Mom remembered to add barbecue sauce.